Hey everyone, it's Job and let's get journaling. So today we are creating a 2-page spread in my Midori Traveler's Notebook. And if I sound a little bit nasally or congested, it's because I'm sick and I have a cold and cough, so bear with me. But the show must go on, so let's get started. As you can see, I have two new stationery or art supplies in this frame. You probably guessed it, it's the ink dauber tool and that cool ink pad, which is actually a distress ink pad. And I used to have this distress spray in fossilized amber, but I gave it to a friend before leaving Korea, and I didn't have any distress inks in my stash, so I purchased this fossilized amber ink pad, and it's pretty great. I don't remember it being this light, to be honest. I always thought that fossilized amber was supposed to be like a darker brownish yellow, but I guess the distress spray yields a much more pigmented color because maybe I was just spraying the spray too close to my project or Midori spread, so maybe that's why it was a lot darker. But this ink pad is a bit more yellow. It's a true, I guess, canary yellow, and I actually really like it. I don't have an ink that is this color, so that's great. And honestly, I have this secret desire to own all of these distress sprays. I know, not distress sprays, distress ink pads. I was walking through Michael's, and once you see that whole set, you kind of just want to own all of them. It sounds so bad, but I guess it's a pretty good investment because these inks are multi-purpose. You can use it with water because they're water soluble or water reactive, and you can make these pretty cool watercolor type inks with them, and I'll probably use that in a different video because I really want to play around with these. And I used the ink dauber with, oh yeah, the ink dauber is new, I totally forgot. The ink dauber is from Ranger, and it comes in a set of two. These are the mini ink daubers or mini ink dabbers, and I really like them. It's way better than using the ink pad directly onto the spread, so that's what I used to do. And I actually used my fingers in the dollar store journaling challenge. But I'm just using this Tim Holtz collection stencil, which I used for the Ali Brown copycat spread. That was episode 2 if you missed it. And copycat episode 3 should be out soon. I promised everyone that I would do those monthly, those copycat videos, but they're so time consuming and it takes forever to edit, but I promise to get one out soon. I really want to get one out, and I'm excited for who I am covering in that episode. It'll be episode 3, so leave a comment down below who you think it's going to be, and also vote for who you want it to be. I mean, I pretty much made up my mind already, but you guys can all guess. And I forgot to mention that the brown ink that I was using was the Versa Magic ink, and I actually purchased that in Korea, and it's a mini size. It's super tiny. So it's kind of nice having the distress inks because they're a lot larger and you can, I guess, fit a larger stamp on it. But let's continue with the spread. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's some brown craft paper on the spread and a piece of classic book washi on the left side of the spread already because I'm making it an effort to actually just I guess stick or paste any scraps that I had from a following spread onto the next spread because I just don't want to have any paper waste. So that's actually from Journal With Me number 30, and go watch that if you haven't done so already. I'll leave it in the cards right now. But I am using my journaling cards. So this is from the SAD set, and that's the Single Awareness Day journaling stamp set that was released around Valentine's Day. And there's a card on it that says February 15th, and it says 50% off Candy Day, which I love. That's probably one of my favorite things about Valentine's Day. It's the next day, actually. It's the cheaper candy that's on sale the next day. But I'm covering up that sentiment because I'm going to be putting a brush lettered quote on the right side, and I feel like it would just distract from the quote. So I just was going to cover it with that classic onion skin paper, and I'm just doing a rough sketch, I guess a rough, what would you say it if it's not really, yeah, I'm just writing out the quote. There you go. Because I just want to get the spacing right. And just a little heads up, I'm not going to get the spacing right. There's going to be a huge gap in the middle of the quote or in the middle of the spread, and you'll see that later. But Sorry, I'm just clearing my throat. Uh, Also, this is a one take, what is it called? Voiceover, so I apologize. And I mixed this peachy, orangey, pink color. And the quote is, "You see in the world what you have in your heart." And this is from the author. Now, I'm not going to say it because I'm going to butcher it. In the ideal world, I would have Googled that and double checked the pronunciation, but I'm going to sidestep and not even say it. So I just don't want to embarrass myself. But basically, it's a really good quote that I kind of, I guess it matches the whole feeling of Valentine's Day. And I know not everyone's really into this holiday. It's pretty much a Hallmark holiday, but I still like it because you can celebrate the people you love in your life, and it doesn't need to be a romantic love. It could be your love for your friends or your family or your dog or cat or pet. Okay, I'm rambling. Anyways, you get the point. And I really wanted to stamp the word world. That's kind of tricky to say. I wanted to stamp the word world because I just wanted to emphasize it, and I really wanted an excuse to use my Bushwick stamp set. Oh my gosh, getting my tongue tied. And this stamp set is from Kelly Perky Shop, and I've raved about this so many times. It's probably my most used stamp set ever because you can't go wrong, A, with an alphabet stamp, and B, it's like a sans serif outline stamp, so you can kind of get away with putting a background behind it, and it still works. It's still legible, which is nice. And I like that it's very sans serif, which means that there aren't any serifs at the bottom or top of the words or letters. And it looks really cool. It looks very modern. And if you're into like modern design and minimalist stuff and minimalist aesthetics, you'd love this font or this stamp set. But you would love this font. It kind of looks like Futura, which is my favorite font. And I am indeed the king of rambling. So anyways, there was a lot of space in between the word world and the rest of the brush lettered quote, as I kind of hinted at earlier. So I painted these leaves around the word world, and I think it kind of ties it all in together. And honestly, it created this really interesting pattern. If you look at the brush lettering in the close-up shots later, you'll see that the watercolor reacted with the Distress ink and the Versamagic ink in a really interesting way. It kind of resisted the watercolor, and it created this really cool pattern. You'll see it later, but that's one thing that I was surprised, and initially I was kind of unhappy with it, but I kind of grew to like it. While I was editing this, I was really looking at the quote and just kind of wondering how that happened, but it's pretty cool. Let me know if that happens to you with your I guess distress sprays or distress inks. But yeah, that's what happened in the spread. It yielded this really unique texture, and as usual, I accessorized the spread. I feel like that's such a weird way to say it, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go with it. I accessorized this spread with a whole bunch of washi tape. So that's a classic book tape on the right page. It's the orangey brown color, and then I use the same classic book tape in the grayish brown color on the on the left page. And then I use I guess these are kind of like classic-y, like hole reinforcements. I don't know if they're supposed to be like those hole reinforcements that you use when you use a hole punch piece of paper and you want to protect the hole. You add those reinforcements, but I don't know if that's just a decorative sticker. But my friend Amy, or Ame, from the Instagram handle Amaru, sent that to me in a Happy Mail package, and I thought I would use it in the spread, and I really like how it turned out. This spread is very, I don't know, airy and very, I guess, romantic. Not in like, I don't know, the word romantic pops up. I think it's just the pink and all the florals. I've been really into the flowery mood. I guess it's because spring is around around the corner. Come on, Job. Use your words and enunciate. But yeah, I've been really digging the sun that's been shining lately. It's been very sunny in Vancouver for the past few days, which is very rare, and it's really nice, and it kind of makes me think about spring. So this spread kind of reflects it. I hope you enjoy this video. I really wanted to get a video out this week a little bit earlier. I know I've been posting on like Saturdays or Sundays, which are I mean, kind of late in the week. I used to post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I guess I'm finally trying to get back into the swing of things. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you didn't mind my creaky and nasally voice. And I mean, all the rambling is still the same. I'm still the same Joe, just rambling away. Oh my gosh. Okay, we made it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with all your stationery obsessed friends. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.